Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. First, let me introduce myself. My full name is Ahmad Raihan Muzakki and you can call me Raihan. I'm from 10 Science 2. In this video, I want to tell you about the biography of Johan Cruyff. Heinrich Johannes Cruyff, better known as Johan Cruyff, was born on 25 April 1947 in Amsterdam, Netherlands. He was the firstborn of Hermanus Cornelis Cruyff and his wife Petronilla Bernarda Dreyer. He was an enthusiastic footballer right from his childhood and played with his school friends and entered the Ajax youth ranks as a 10 years old. His father died when he was only 12 and he wanted to become a footballer in memory of his father. He progressed through the youth ranks at Ajax pretty quickly, and by the time the season started in 1965, he established himself in the senior team by scoring regularly. Cruyff returned a tally of 25 goals in the season as Ajax ended up as the league champions. Following his breakthrough season with Ajax in 1965, he continued to be the main goal scorer at the club and helped the club win the league title in each of the next two seasons. In 1966, he made his debut for the Dutch national team and played a total of 48 matches and scoring 33 goals in his entire international career with the Dutch national team. In 1970, he helped Ajax win the Dutch League as well as the League Cup, and the following year he helped the club win the coveted European Cup. Cruyff scored a brace in the following year's European Cup final against Italian club Inter Milan to help Ajax win the tournament. That final also marked the triumph of total football as Cruyff completely dominated one of Europe's most defensive teams. He helped Ajax win 6 league titles during his 9-year stint at the club and in his last season, which ended in 1973. He rounded it off by helping the club win the third European Cup on the trot. Cruyff scored 250 goals across all competitions and made Ajax the best club in Europe. At the end of the season, he moved to Spanish club Barcelona, who paid a world record fee for his service. He became one of the most important ever signings at Barcelona when he helped the club win the title in his very first season, and that ended in 1974, and ended a 14-year wait for the league titles at the club. In 1974 World Cup, he scored 3 goals as the team ended as the runners-up at the World Cup and he was named player of the tournament. The total football played by the Dutch team was revolutionary and Cruyff was instrumental in the whole system. He decided to part with Barcelona after being offered a lucrative contract by the Los Angeles Aztecs in the United States in 1979. But the following season he played for Washington Diplomats after 2 years in the US. Cruyff played 10 games for Spanish club Levante and subsequently returned to Ajax. Cruyff rejoined Ajax in 1980 and the following 2 seasons he helped the club win 2 back-to-back league titles. The following season he joined Ajax rival Feyenoord since he had not been offered a new contract and duly led his new club to victory in the Dutch League and the League Cup. He ended his career at Feyenoord in 1985. He started his career as a manager with his old club Ajax and won the Dutch Cup at the end of his first season as a manager of Ajax. After spending 3 years at Ajax, he took over at Barcelona as the manager. 3 years after taking over as the manager of Barcelona, Johan Cruyff won his first league title in 1990 1981 and follow it up with the European Cup as well as league title wins in each of the next 3 seasons. He built one of history's most celebrated teams known as the Dream Team, which included players like Romario, Michael Laudrup, Hristo Stoichkov, and Pep Guardiola, among others. He left Barcelona after 8 years, following mounting tensions with the club's management, and remains the second most successful manager of the club with 11 trophies. Throughout his entire career as a football player, Johan Cruyff won many prestigious individual awards such as Ballon d'Or in 1971, 1973, and 1974, and World Cup 1974 Best Player of the Tournament. He is regarded a great footballer and manager and touched many milestones throughout his career. However, his achievement is without doubt his managerial stint at Barcelona from 1988 to 1996, during which he completely transformed the club and created the basis of one of the most successful clubs in the world. Johan Cruyff died of lung cancer on 25 March 2016 in Barcelona, Spain at the age of 68. That's all for me. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.